Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm your host, HorrorJunkies509. This is going to be another episode of Slasher Collection Revealed. Hopefully this will be my last stack. Then, other than that, we'll probably just be doing episodes of reviews and stuff, or updates, sorry, as I get more horror movies. Excuse me. And so let's get into this, because I really want to finish this stack, so I don't have to do a short video. So I'm going to just rock and roll, and here we go. Alright guys, so the first one, Blue Underground, The Prowler. This is a movie also done by Tom Savini for the makeup effects. I love Tom Savini, man. His work will never get old to me. This movie is kind of a World War II-ish kind of thing. They kind of get back from the war, and then people start getting slaughtered. Should be a happy time, but there's always got to be a slasher somewhere in there, right? Next one, The Redeemer, Son of Satan. This is kind of a movie where people go back into their high school reunion, and yeah, it doesn't turn out the way they think it does. Yeah, this is kind of a blind buy. I really like it. If you have a craving for terror, come to the class reunion. Good stuff, man. I love the 80s slasher movies, you guys. We'll never see anything like this again. We get some movies that are trying to be 80s slashers, but, you know, they do their best. I appreciate it, but, you know, it'll never be the 80s. Movie I was actually told of by a friend a while ago, but now I've taken it upon myself to have it. Satan's Little Helper. This is a movie that's based on a Halloween night. The main kid in this just drives me crazy. He's retarded. And, well, it's a low budget one, but it's a great one. Just as long as that kid just stops being that little kid. It just drives me crazy. Alright, I didn't get angry, did I? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Alright. Moving on. Next one. WWE Studios. Kane and See No Evil. A lot of people put this one down because he's a wrestler, but this one isn't that bad. I mean, if you're expecting 5 out of 5, you're horribly mistaken. As you can see, Kane looks pretty beefy and ready to kill people in this movie. But I enjoy him. I mean, it's not bad for their first attempt at a slasher movie, in my personal opinion. Next one. Kane and I See No Evil 2. This one I feel is a lot better. It's very, very much it's very specifically a slasher. It's more of a slasher than that other one. The first one is. I feel like this one has more of the slasher feel. It's got a great atmosphere to it, and it's got Daniel Harris in it. Can't go wrong there. Daniel Harris, I love you if you hear this. All right. Christmas time has come again, you guys. Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is a classic slasher. Amazing. Kind of about a kid who kind of sees his parents get murdered as a kid, and then as he grows up, dresses like Santa Claus, kills people. Good stuff, man. I mean, it's just these Christmas slashers, they keep coming around. I just bought a recent one today, or not too long ago. Watched it today. It's another one that didn't feel too Christmassy, but it was still good. Here we go, guys. Silent Rage, starring Chuck Norris. Yeah, Chuck Norris was in a slasher movie. Kind of a engineered guy going around killing people. Chuck Norris has got to stop him. As soon as I heard that, I didn't care if this was good or bad. I was stoked for this. Chuck Norris in a slasher movie, man. He's not in his beard, though, and I'm sorry. Chuck Norris without his beard is just weird. I don't like it. Just a mustache. No thanks. Next one, ultra classic. A lot of people that don't even know slasher movies have seen this one. Slaughter High. This is probably the epitome of slasher movies. It's just so perfect. Man, I really wish I could. I need to revisit this one, but seriously, I can't say anything bad about this movie. I love this movie a lot. Killer's great in it. Next is Lucky 13, Slaughterhouse. This is just kind of a almost Texas Chainsaw Massacre-esque movie, saying esque, so it's not the same. But I mean, it's guy in a slaughterhouse killing people that are coming onto his land. You know, just taking care of business, doing what he's got to do. Moving on to recent buy actually. This one's called Sledgehammer. It's a little low budget, but I love the killer in it. I think he's really cool. The kills in it are really great. So when you have great kills, it's just good stuff. It says on here, flesh tears, bones shatter, the nightmare has begun. Pretty cool. Alright, you guys, so this is going to be a franchise. Not a well-known franchise from what I can tell, but I love these movies. They're based in a summer camp. Go figure, me loving it. It's called Sleepaway Camp, and for those that have seen this movie know the twist at the end. And this movie is great. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, the killer in this, not what you'd expect. And you know, being in a summer camp, I'm in. So Sleepaway Camp 1, good stuff. Continuation, Sleepaway Camp 2, killer's right back at it again. But you know, each one of these, man, they're just exactly what you'd expect if you know what to expect from a slasher. But I mean, if you kind of aren't really into slashers and you're just kind of going in it expecting the impossible, not gonna enjoy it. But these are kind of not well-known movies, but they're so good. I love them. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland, and a couple of these movies have some of the greatest music in them. It's like 80s metal, but it's like they're just shredding and it's amazing. I love it. This one's kind of a recent release, fairly last, I want to say 6 years maybe. Return to Sleepaway Camp. This one, for a movie that came out years after all these other ones, this is so good, it's ridiculous. The kid just drives me crazy, but he's pretty funny. Your ass stinks, okay? That's what I gotta say about that. If you ever see this movie, you'll understand. Moving along to another modern day slasher, but they film it to where it looks like it was made in the 80s, and it's called The Sleeper. Heard about this movie on YouTube as well. I love this movie. It was incredibly done. The killer's actually pretty cool. I'm not all about killers without masks on, but I mean that one was great. Another classic, Slumber Party Massacre. I believe this movie was made by a feminist, and I was figuring there was going to be no nudity in this, but like quit showing the women figure. But no, this has the most nudity I've seen in a while. Ridiculous feminists. Alright, moving on to another Blue Underground, Stage Fright. This is such a killer slasher, man. The killer in it, he wears an owl mask, and they're kind of in a stage because they're doing a play. Oh, this is cool. I love this one. Very well, great atmosphere for a slasher I'm not used to. This one, just recently getting ready to buy the sequel, but the original, The Stepfather. I've heard the remake is crap, so I'm not even going to go there. I'll just take everyone's word for it, because when it comes to remakes, they're probably right. But, yeah, if you haven't seen Stepfather, some of you guys need to get on that one, definitely. This title kind of just says it all. It's a Blue Underground, strip nude for your killer. Now, if you don't know what to expect from this now, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, another great slasher. Killer's really cool, kind of tight spandex mask kind of a look. It was kind of interesting, but, you know, that underground stuff has just grown on me so much. Another Blue Underground, Suspiria. Another movie I need to revisit because, yeah, I don't want to say something and be wrong about it at this point. So, Suspiria, it's a great, from what I remember, I didn't hate it, so it's still here, so that's got to say something. This next one, I liked it a lot, and then I started watching reviews on it, and like people that say they don't like it make a lot of sense, but I'm going to need to watch it again. Sweet 16 has the most annoying song to it for this girl named Melissa. Oh, if you guys know what I'm talking about, man, it's not ear candy, I'll tell you that much. Next up, Jamie Lee Curtis back at the helm, Terror Train. This slasher is great. I love slashers that change costumes throughout the movie, so these kids don't know where it is, where he's coming from, so you gotta see him in a whole bunch of different costumes. It's great. Another Blue Underground, the original Toolbox Murders. This is a classic, man. Says it's based on true events. Whether that's true or not, I'm not looking into it or not at all, so you guys can do that if you want to. So, but Toolbox Murders, the original, really well done. I liked it. Then we got the Toolbox Murders, the remake. Different, but definitely still worth a watch. You're gonna have to always make your own decisions on a slasher, but this one's definitely worth a watch. I enjoyed it. I thought the changes in it weren't bad. I think both of them stand alone to themselves really well. Blue Underground. Hope you guys aren't tired of hearing the Blue Underground. I feel like I'm Eiffel 65. I'm blue. Oh crap! What did I just do? All right. Torso. Another great movie. The killer is actually really cool. I mean, you kind of see him right there. Like, kind of a simple look, but I still like it. Can't hate on it. Ooh, this is kind of a science fiction slasher, kind of. It's kind of weird. It weirds me out. Tourist Trap. This is a great slasher. That's the killer right there. He's got a lot of mannequins in this movie, so it kind of gets a little trippy at times. But definitely a good movie. He kind of got like telekinesis or something. I feel like I'm watching Friday the 13th Part 7 again. I love that movie, so it doesn't matter. Love this movie. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This is the original. This is such a great movie. First time I watched it, I didn't really care for it, man. But I gave it another shot, and this is one of those ones that's sticking around. I think this might be a bootleg copy, but, you know, it's awesome. It doesn't look crappy. So that's my happiness there. And then this one recently came out. I think it's either another one. I don't think it's a remake because they talk about this movie in this movie, which is weird. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This is a new one. This has some great stuff in it, man. This is such a good movie. I was so impressed. I really didn't expect much from this movie at all. So definitely go check this one out. It's easy to get, considering it just came out. This is a recent buy. Whether this is a slasher or not, one person gets killed, but the cover art alone made me want to buy this movie. So whether I love it or hate it, I'm keeping it. It's called Trick or Treats, based in Halloween. I don't have enough Halloween movies in my opinion. There needs to be more. I mean, it's so simple. But Trick or Treats, one person died. It was pretty slow going, but I think I liked it. I fell asleep during part of it, but I mean, what I saw I liked. I will be revisiting it, so there's that. Not really a slasher movie, but it has a character in it that I want to be a slasher. They're making a sequel to this right now. Same people that are making Krampus. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for that, check it out. But Trick or Treats. I love Sam. This character, I want him in everything. This is kind of an anthology film. People get picked off kind of a little bit in this movie, so just not by the same guy every single time. So it's kind of why it's not really a slasher, but I keep it in there because it's just quality stuff, man. That's such a good movie. All right, this is a movie that almost kind of started a lot of my collection. I wish this title was still the running title. It kind of changed to Bay of Blood, but this title that I have, there's a reason why I'm not upgrading. This is the movie called Twitch of the Death Nerve by Mario Bava. If you haven't heard of this guy, look him up. He's got some great movies, but I'm sorry, Bay of Blood to Twitch of the Death Nerve, I'm sorry. Twitch of the Death Nerve wins with me every single time. That would be such a cool band name. But this movie is great. The kills are top notch. It's one of the original slasher movies. Like, this is really early, but it's so good. All right, you guys, this one's good, but the killer's freaking weird. It's called Visiting Hours. Takes place in a hospital, which I love. The atmosphere of it being in a hospital. I love Halloween 2. This one's also in a hospital. Just good stuff. And there's the killer right there. Just a creep. Yeah. Creepy. Yeah. It's just weird because like he's at one of his victims' houses and he's like taking a shower and he tries to attack her naked. Yeah, that was weird. Recent buy, but this one's so great. I was kind of worried about this when I first got it, but it's called Welcome to Spring Break. It's another movie where the killer's in a biker outfit, has got the helmet down. But some of the kills in this are very creative. Like, he's got like an electric chair on his bike, and he just gets people on it, electrifies them. It's really cool. Well, you guys, that was the last one. That's all the slashers that I have to this point. I got more that are just sitting on the shelf, ready to do an update before you guys, because I didn't want to be throwing new slashers at you as I'm buying them. I'm buying slashers all the time. So I'll be doing, I'm going to wait until the pile's decently high so I can do an update video with you guys. And so we'll continue this, you guys. You guys will be seeing new movies from me all the time. But I hope you guys enjoy this because I love this stuff, man. Let's hope I get some people wanting to talk to me about horror. Let's talk about horror. Let's do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too much of a slice for you guys out of your lives. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and see you guys next time. This is HorrorJunkie509, signing out.